So let's dive right in about missions. Lots of people get really, really confused about this, and I think it's something to do with impact and integrity. So the common things that we are used to seeing in terms of social media and digital presence tends to be a lot led from the ego. It tends to be a lot led from what people feel they are lacking inside, so they try and get it externally. Anybody that's into conscious leadership, conscious business, into mindfulness, into enlightenment, and all these different kinds of areas tend to struggle with this. And what I mean by that is that they sometimes feel like, well, I don't really want to be going online like other people, and I don't really want to make it feel like it's about me, and I don't want it to look like I'm trying to get attention for something. Now, there's two reasons for that. One, because they have great integrity, and so therefore they don't want to come across as egocentric. And secondly, when you are on that kind of whole spiritual path, for want of a better way of putting it, it makes you more self-aware and self-conscious. And when you feel like that, it feels wrong to you. Your humility and your integrity feels wrong for you to stand there sort of beating the drum, going, look at me, look at me, look at me. So what we tend to do when we talk about missions and talk about Mission HQ and Your Mission Matters is I want to dive into the essence of a mission to help take away that focus from you and bring it back onto the mission, so that you can actually have the ability and confidence to go out there and do what you need to do for your mission. So in the center here is you. So you have been given this particular mission because you can do it. I also deliberately coloured that in red because red is like danger, meaning that you are the catalyst, you are the person that can do it, but you're also probably likely to be the person that's going to most hold it back or come across certain obstacles, challenges, traumas, things, hurdles, anything that could come along in your path and thwart that. So that's something to be very, very mindful. Next comes the mission. So lots of people will write, you know, I'm on a mission to do this. I would like to help that. I would like to see this change in my lifetime. I would like to be part of this movement. And that mission comes from within. It's not something that we typically sit there and tap our fingers and go, what mission could I join today? Doesn't really work like that. It tends to come deep within. It's more of a soul mission. It's like we're all put here for something, and we all have more different causes that we feel drawn to, or groups of society, or whatever it might be, where we feel like, well, that's where I need to be. That's where I want to kind of make the most impact and difference in the work that I do. So this is really you defining what that mission is for you. Next, when we go on to messaging, the thing for that is, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a conscious business person, conscious leader, anybody that's going to be out there and you're going to sharing this mission and message with other people, and that could either be people that you are going to help serve, or it's going to be people in your own team, or maybe you're going to help other groups of people in different teams. So you have to be really, really clear on what your message is and how you're articulating that mission, because if you don't, people will not understand you. And you've got to think, just because it's really, really massively important to you, it may not be to them, or they might not just understand how it is you're thinking. So the clarity of messaging, story, brand is priceless. It really does make the difference. Next, we're going to go on to the next ring, which is about impact. And that's really what most of us are interested in. So when we talk about the transformational business or the transformational industry and whatever, really what we're here for is the transformation. And what we mean by that is, let's take a healer. So let's say somebody's suffering from some kind of pain. It could be a physical problem, mental health problem. It could be emotional. It could be from a trauma. It could be anything. And that person wants to heal them so that they can live better with that and be able to go on and have an amazing life. So anything that kind of brings in transformation, and that can be sustainability, environmentalism, social change, it could be creating an impact in the world in terms of the way we treat each other, the way we treat the animal kingdoms, the way we treat Earth itself. It could be absolutely anything and everything. It could be you working with young children to help empower them. It could be you working with disadvantaged groups where they haven't had access to certain educational things that you might have had. It could be absolutely everything. But you're really here to, you want to make an impact, and you make that impact through the transformation. So there's something that you're bringing. It could be that you've written a book. It could be that you have a talk. It could be that you have a training. It could be that you do a healing. It could be that your just presence, being around people, helps inspire them. It could be that you're creative and you create artistic pieces that help people. It could be absolutely anything. And creativity in here is king and queen, because it's really, really important that each one of these individuals here and their message and their mission and the way that it's all worked has to be specific for them. So I put over here the plan, because a plan is how you're going to actually articulate all of this and take it out there. Now, one of the positives when you are in that zone and you're doing that work is you're contributing here to a rise in frequency and vibration, and also in consciousness. So every time we read bad news reports, every time we see something else that's happened in the world, anything, the time we see things we get really disheartened about, we get brokenhearted about, we get really upset about, because we're like, humanity again. People have like let the side down. They have done things that we don't want, we'd rather they haven't done. But remember, that is a percentage of people. So if we put over here percentage, and what we want to be doing is working on that, getting lower and lower and lower until it becomes 0%. Can I guarantee personally that's ever going to be 0%? I don't know. I would like to have the faith and trust that one day it could get to 0%, but I'm not sure I believe in humanity enough to make it 0. I do believe enough in humanity that we can keep raising and raising this, and we can keep bringing this down and down and down, and we can go after 0%. It's definitely what we should be going after. But I think for each and every one of us right this minute that is on a mission, you need to focus on you. Now, moving back to what I said about integrity, if you are here for the mission and you know that this is what you are delivering, the message, the impact, the transformation, this is Dakota, he's come to say hello. If you know that you are here to do those things, and my cat clearly feels like he's on a mission, then you need to figure out what it is that you need to do to get out of your way. Now, it could be, and the reason why I'm deliberately doing this piece on video is because I talk to so many people who feel like, I don't really want to be doing camera, I don't really want to be doing this, don't be doing that, because they're so passionate about the mission and the message, they don't want to make it about them. But at some case, you have to be that kind of, you can't have a team. It doesn't mean you can't have a brand. It doesn't mean that you point not necessarily be the face of it, but it does certainly mean to begin with, you're going to have to overcome those things. Now, what I suggest everybody does in terms of impact, integrity, honesty, humility, is I really, really believe that we can tell the difference. So if somebody comes and does, Instagram and is trying to be an influencer and whatever, and they're not really got much to say, and they're not really particularly insightful or educational or anything like that, then let that be. But if you're going on there and you're talking about specific messages and missions and teachings and healing, and different things to do with environmentalism and sustainability and whatever your thing is, whether it's social justice, social change, whatever it might be, you just need to focus on delivering that message, and just know in your heart that you are part of this, and that all those missions linked up are all actively doing that together. And that is what is of the most paramount experience. And this is what we all need to be doing. And it's really, really important that we do. And then collectively, all those experiences of missions are going to make a difference. So today, what you need to do in terms of your integrity and honesty is think to yourself, okay, so what is it that I can deliver, whether it be on camera, whether it be on an article, whatever. But I do suggest video, and I do really feel like most of us know most things are videos, and they have got more and more and more and more popular over time. To be honest, it surprised me, because I did think that people would reach a cut off with video and have enough of it. But I think at the end of the day, it's the human connection, and it's the fact that we still prefer to see a human. So even though they might not be with us in person, you're still getting the energy of that person, you're getting the essence of them. And basically we work out in a nanosecond, you know, do I like this person? Do I like what they've got to say? Is it somebody who I feel like they can benefit me and they can help me with what I'm doing, or not, you know? And it doesn't really matter. That's absolutely fine, because you want to be quite focused on your message, can't even say it, mission and message, and to the people that's important for you to help. Everybody else that it doesn't serve, don't worry about it, don't worry about them, and don't worry about the judgment, and don't worry about criticism and all the rest of it that people do. You need to just be strong and true to you, focus on your mission, and your mission matters, and keep on striving every day. So today, let's find 3 to 5 things that you can go away and speak about. And even if you need to do one a day, commit to that and really work on getting your mission and message out there. Okay, love to see you out there and what you're going to create. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.